Let's see. What's up, everybody? As you guys come in, please go ahead and drop a comment. Make sure you say hello. Give everybody a second to come on in. And as you're coming in, please hit that share button or invite someone to this discussion. Y'all come on in. So if you missed tonight, we're going to be talking about. I want to talk to y'all real quick about is my spouse in the friend zone? Is my spouse in the friend zone? And I know this is something that we've talked about before, but I want to provide possibly some thoughts around it, and maybe give you guys some. I want to hear your thoughts around it. So if you think, go ahead and give me your thoughts and tell me what you guys think. So of course, again, come on in, hit that share button, and as you hit the share button, of course, make me. Excuse me. Go ahead and show me. Give me your thoughts and tell me what you guys think. Of course, again, come on in, hit that. Hearing myself. That's weird. All right. See y'all come in. Trying to see comments at the same time. Okay, we up to 5. Y'all hit the share button. Hit the share button. Invite your people. Hey, Nicole. There we go. I can see comments now. What's going on, Nicole? How are you? We got to talk soon. We ain't talked in a while. Tay, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Again, y'all come in, throw your comments up. We want to talk about, is my spouse in the friend zone? Before we get started, do me a favor. If you think that your spouse could potentially be in your friend zone, then drop a yes in the comment. If you think that potentially your spouse could be stuck in your friend zone, or you could be stuck in their friend zone, put a yes or a thumbs up in the comments. I'm very interested. I'm intrigued to see who thinks that this is a possibility. You're okay. Oh, good. I know you've been MIA because we ain't seen you on the show, and I was coming for you. I was gonna come for you. Yes, we do, Nicole. So yeah, y'all, if you think your friend, your spouse could potentially be stuck in your friend zone, put yes or a thumbs up in the comment. If you haven't hit the share button, please do. Also, for those who don't know already, if you don't see in the corner right here, this corner right here, yeah, there it is. If you have not seen already, I am doing pre-orders for my first relationship book called How to Survive Relationship Storms, where I am teaching married and single people how to survive, again, the inevitable storm. So any storm that could happen in a relationship. Nikki, I'm gonna keep it up. So yeah, do me a favor again. If you haven't seen my book, here it is. Pre-order. Book comes out July 27th, but I'm taking pre-orders now. If you get your pre-order copy, shipping and handling is on me. So I'll put the link to the book in the comment. Y'all get book today. All right. So could your friend, y'all still ain't put your yes or no, if your yes or no in the comments. So if you think your potential spouse, that your spouse is in your friend zone, or you are in their friend zone, put yes or no in the comments. Yes or no in the comment if you think your friend your spouse could be in the friend zone. Looking for the link. Sorry, hold on. It's on there. Hold on. All right. Anyway, I'll find it. Here it is. All right. Found the link. Whew. Here it is. Okay. There's the link. Sorry. I'm sure I haven't probably forced my place myself. I've been dealing with my dad and his health. Okay. I'm not coming for you. All right. All right. So again, the question is your friend, could your spouse be in your friend zone? So I think the first, before we answer that question, we have to ask ourselves, for me at least, I have redefined and am redefining what I would call a friend. I think that a lot of the relationships that we call friendships are not really friendships at all. They're just, they would be closer to an associate, somebody who we know, and somebody who we just from time to time talk to. Because I think that in order to call someone a friend, there has to be some things that are present. And so I think that that's the first thing that I think that we got to figure out what a real friend is. Because to me, if a person is going to be a real friend to us, that they would not sit by and allow us to be or have dysfunctional qualities or characteristics, and then still call themselves a friend. To me, it is tantamount to somebody watching me get hit by a car. So you see me doing things that are harmful. You see things that are not helpful. You see things that are preventing me from growth, and you call yourself a friend, but you don't say anything. So if that is present, then I wouldn't even call that person a friend anymore. So when I'm asking the question, is this person, is your spouse in your friend zone? Then I'm saying that a person who would see some level of dysfunction, or at least not try to be a person who helps you improve from the places, or helps us improve from the places of our dysfunction, because we all have them, would not be considered a friend. So, how do I know if I have a really good friend? For me, I like to look at it from the paradigm of what is this friendship producing? And so, what is my friendship producing? Because if I have a good friend, then just like if I have a good tree, it's going to produce good fruit. So there are going to be some good things that are come for it. I'm going to become better. Again, the things that I'm previously have some dysfunction about, those things, I'm going to get better at those. I'm going to improve, or at least I'm going to become more aware. If I'm an impatient person, then my patience is going to get better. If I'm a liar, then I won't be as much of a liar, because my friend, this person who has been my friend, has walked with me through this process, and this process of getting better, and is now, with their help, I am becoming a better person. I see myself different. I understand and recognize who I am and who I should be and who I could be if I did the type of work. Ultimately, what a good friend does is, a good friend is someone who adds value to us, someone who shows us growth, and someone who makes us better. A person who we would consider a good friend is a person who adds value to our life. So, meaning they're not always taking from us, but they're also giving. They're someone who helps us grow. So they show us what real love looks like by being loving. They show us what patience looks like by being patient with us. They show us what kindness is like because they're kind to us. And ultimately, they help to make us better. So, with that, again, I come back to this question, for those of us who are unmarried. I come back to the question, is our spouse sitting in our friend zone? I mean, think about it. If there is a person who adds value to us, someone who is a like a conduit for growth, someone who makes us better, could that person and should that person be someone who we want to have, we want to get married to? I'm interested in your thoughts. Again, please put your thoughts in the comments. Should we want that person to be someone who we are considering to spend the rest of our lives with? I think that's a good question. I think that's something we got to think about. So here's a couple of things that I'm thinking of, that I thought through, to answer the question is that I want you guys to ponder too with me, is it about, is our spouse sitting in our friend zone? The first thing, and this might not be something that you all find, hold on, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Let me let you answer that. The first thing I would ask is there physical and sexual attractiveness to that person, with that person? So, am I physically attracted to this person, and am I sexually attracted to this person? So there's definitely a difference between the two. First of all, so physical attraction meaning, are they appealing to my eye? And then, to use a coming to America phrase, are they appealing to my loins? Because there are people who are attractive that we don't want to have sexual intimacy with. And there are people who we want to have sexually intimate, who we might want to have be sexually intimate with, that might not be the most appealing to our eyes. Specifically, well, the ladies do that too. I think so. That would be the first for me, the first litmus test that I would think through with this person. Is there physical and sexual attractiveness too? And yes, this is important, because if they're already a friend of ours, then they should have already at least passed the test that we talked about previously, which is that they add value to us, that they help us grow, and that they help us better. So we don't want to, and y'all know I'm not about to over spiritualize this. We're not at the space where we want to say, so if we pass those first things, then character wise they should be okay. Like your friends, I hope at least we don't keep friends who have terrible character. So they pass the character test. Now, do they pass the physical test, and do they pass the sexual test? And I think that's oh my God, that's so inviting, because if you're gonna be with somebody for 30, 40 years, then you got to at least want to have sex with them, and you got to want to look at them. So that's pretty darn important. Michaela says, of course, I want that person to spend the rest of my life to be my friend, and physically and sexually attraction. That's true. That is definitely true. That is true. So the second thing we want to look at is there open communication? Is there openness in communication? So what do I mean by that? What I mean is as a friend, you and this person, depending on the length of your friendship, what you've been through, and things like that, you've already established that you can talk to each other. But can you talk to each other? But there's a difference in communication when you're communicating with your friend, and when you're communicating with your lover. There's still a space that a lover operates in that a friend doesn't. However, let me say that a good entryway into that lover space is friendship. So openness and communication, the ability to communicate and be vulnerable, with to be, as a man, to be soft, with as a woman to be vulnerable to, and talk about the intimate and the scared spaces of your life, to talk about the secrets and the uncomfortable things, to get into details that you would not want anybody else to know. Do you have that with that person, or can you develop it beyond the place of friendship? Because again, friendship does mean that there is a level of comfortability in communication, but again, there is a deeper level of communication that comes with a relationship that goes beyond friendship. There's a secrets place that's only reserved for your for your spouse. So can you communicate with that person? Can you have hard conversations with that person? Not just vulnerable conversations, but hard conversations that would, for some people, might turn them away. But because you all have developed a deep, intimate friendship, because there's already been a proven track record of friendship there, that now you can go into some places and say some things that no one else would be able to say to that person, because you know that that is a space that your relationship, A, is secure, and B, that your relationship thrives and grows with this type of communication. Get the book. We'll talk about more about that in the book. Here's the third thing. Here's the third thing that I want you to consider when thinking, is your spouse in your friend zone? And before I give this third one, I'm going to once again point up here and tell y'all this way. If y'all have not gotten the book, there it is. Get the book. Links in there again, How to Survive Relationship Storms. This book is going to be phenomenal, not just because I wrote it, but it's a really good book to help those of us who either desire to enter into relationships or who are in relationships navigate through the inevitable storms, the inevitable arguments, the hard times, the rough patches that come with relationships. They prepare us for them, and then this book is going to show us what to do when you get in them. So, and what to expect when you come out of them. So that is really what this book does. So again, if you have not ordered your copy of the book, go ahead and order your copy of the book, Surviving Relationship Storms. Again, if you get the pre-order copy, you don't have to pay shipping and handling. If you do, y'all, shipping and handling is ridiculous now. But if you get pre-ordered, no shipping and handling, I'm paying for that. But if you wait till after the book is released, you got to pay your own shipping and handling, which is an arm and a leg these days. But so yes, so again, is there openness in your communication? Here's the third thing I want to give you guys. Are the fruits of this friendship, are the fruits of your current friendship something that you want to see grow in the future? Or are the current fruits of this friendship something that you do not want to see grow in your future? Here's what I mean. So in some of our friendships, even though they're friendships, let's be clear, are absolutely dysfunctional. Some of us have some friendships, especially if you have friendships that have survived and hung on through several seasons of your life. So I'll give you an example. So my two best friends have been my best friend since Terry's been my best friend since 1997, and Clay has been my best friend since 1999. So from 97 to 2021, all of the good, the bad, and the ugly, those two have seen. And if our relationship had not changed during those years, then we could be operating from the same place that we and from the as the same people who we were in 1997, but we're living lives of men who are in 2021. In 1997, all three of us were single. None of us had any kids. Myself and Terry were freshmen in college. Clay was in high school, and we would still be trying to operate as those men. Now that Terry has 5 kids, Clay has 3 kids, I've got 1, I'm divorced. So that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because we're not the same people who we are in 2021 as we were in 1997. And so, had we had not made those shifts, then our relationship would be dysfunctional, because you cannot function like someone who you no longer are. I can no longer function. My iPhone does not function well if it doesn't get the right updates. My MacBook Air that I'm on right now does not function properly if I don't get the proper updates. Some of our friendships have not been updated and are still operating on systems that don't work anymore. So if that's what's happening in your friendship, then you have to say what's produced from operating on that old system. In my case, my MacBook Air, anytime I don't upgrade it properly, I could be doing something, and not only does it lose functionality, but at certain points it shuts off. I'll be working on something and it just shut off because it no longer can function because it hasn't been properly upgraded. That's the same thing. Your friendships can't operate because the fruit that is coming from them is no longer fits your life. But if you have a friendship with someone and it functions well given the season that you are in and given the season that you're trying to go to, and the places and the purpose and the destiny and the career and the children and the life and the integrity and the character, if all of those things fit to 2021 and beyond, then this might be a person who you want to continue to possibly think about getting out of your friend zone. Just a thought. Just a thought. But again, you have to really recognize, are the fruits of this friendship something that I want to continue to grow? Does this person make me more kind? Does this person make me want to help me handle my business better? Does this person make me a person who wants to, get up and work out and eat right when I don't want to? Is this the type of person who sees me at my worst and still knows how to speak to me like I'm at my best? Is this a person who won't leave me in the middle of a battle? Is this a person, man or woman, who I can follow? Is this a person who, when we're in the middle of a storm, I know will still row with me instead of jumping ship and abandoning ship and leaving me to have to try to navigate through this storm by myself? If that is the person, if it's a person who, again, who you can depend on, if this is somebody whose fruit you want to see grow in your life, then you might consider taking them out of the friend zone, and potentially that could be a spouse. So again, I'm gonna leave you with these three things. These three things. Is there physical and sexual attractiveness? Is there openness in communication? And are the fruits of your friendship something you want to grow and get more of in your future? If these are true, then I would say this might be someone, this might be a spouse that you might want to take out of the friend zone. Just a thought. Again, if you haven't gotten my book, it's over here. Get the book, y'all. Get the book, Surviving Relationship Storms. If you have comments, if you have questions, if you have thoughts, please put them in the comments. Also, I forgot to tell you, if you have not signed up, y'all know we got a virtual relationship forum coming up too, right? If you haven't signed up for the virtual relationship forum, please do that. It's on my, it's free, and it's on this page. I'll put the event on here. But we had one a couple of weeks ago, and we had way too much fun. So that's why we're doing it again. So I hope y'all come. And if you are coming, sign up so you can get the Zoom link, as well as so you can drop your questions. So we had fun. We had dancing. We had some little bit of everything. I ain't gonna tell you if you weren't there because you missed out. So I hope y'all can come. I hope you get the book. If you've already pre-ordered the book, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. I don't say thank you enough, probably because I was so focused on this giant goal of mine that I am nowhere near, but that's okay. And so y'all, I appreciate each and every one of you who have pre-ordered the book. Make sure you hit the share button. Y'all have a good rest of your week. And again, consider if it's somebody in your friend zone who could be your future spouse. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.